done responsibilities on this committee. We are scheduled to take the coordinator of HYPREP today, hydrocarbon remediation and cleanup of Ogoni land. But unfortunately, he is not here again. And this is not the first invitation to HYPREP based on the response that the committee had or got from him on status inquiry. In fact, these are the schedules, or this is the schedules of the invitations so far extended to the project coordinator of HYPREP. The first was on the 18th December 2023, and he wrote the committee on the 12th of January 2023 to extend his reason for not being able to respond to that invitation. And the reason was that he had an earlier engagement. The committee, of course, extended understanding and expected him on the 15th of January 2024. That also, he did not respond, and the reason was that he had to accompany his own minister to a function. The third invitation was on the 28th of January 2024, which he did not show up, and no reason was communicated to the committee. The fourth was on the 28th of February 2024. He equally did not show up, and no reason was given to the committee. The fifth was on the 6th of March 2024. That too wasn't responded to. The sixth was the 22nd of May 2024. That also did not, was not responded to. The seventh and the last for now is the one for 25th of January 2025. And the reason is that he is holding a meeting with the minister as head of agency. So the minister is meeting with heads of agencies. That is the reason for which he is not here today. This is quite very ridiculous. First and foremost, it is pertinent for us to remember that if there was no Nigeria, there wouldn't have been a ministry, not to even talk about a minister. And you are holding a meeting as head of agency with your minister, who is equally answerable to the National Assembly, because the National Assembly is a people's parliament. We are representing Nigerians here. And so, meeting with the minister should not take preference over and above appearing before this all-important committee, particularly that there were a series of invitations before now. 6 invitations. 6 invitations. And when the National Assembly here, as empowered by the Constitution, the National Assembly compels private sector organizations to account. It is most unfortunate, most unacceptable that a public agency like Hydrocarbon Remediation project, which of course for every kobo that passes through the table of the coordinator's office or goes to that project is from public treasury and must be accounted for. So for that, I have this piece to put across to the press as agreed and put together by members of this committee. The Senate Public Accounts Committee, pursuant to its constitutional and legislative powers of ensuring value for money, anchored on the good governance principles of transparency, efficiency, effectiveness, economy, and accountability, commenced inquiry into the activities of hydrocarbon pollution remediation project under the Federal Ministry of Environment as it regards the Ogoni land cleanup. Concern. Whereas several invitations had been sent to HYPREP to appear and give explanations to issues arising from its submission on the status of its operations, the committee is concerned that the project coordinator has persistently and flagrantly refused to honor legislative invitations to account for its dealings by turning in very late requests for rescheduling. See attached. Of course, you've had the schedule. These dealings or issues which the committee is seeking explanation border on the following. Explain or give reasons why the project coordinator refused to honor the committee's invitations. Give explanations on appropriations for the project and other intervention funds. How much has been received from federal government? Details of utilization of the appropriation in 2022 budget, an additional sum of 6.6 billion in 2023 for some undocumented contaminated sites, abandoned sites. Details of utilization of 2024 provisions. Provide evidence of remittance to Federal Inland Revenue Service on value-added tax and withholding tax for the year 2022 to 2024. General and current state of the Ogoni land cleanup. Committee resolution. However, in the spirit of liberality, the committee resolves to give up to 4th of February 2025 for the project coordinator to appear before it, and if he fails, other legislative measures will be invoked to compel his attendance so that he will be able to account to this committee, of course by extension to Nigeria, for all the funds so far deployed to his project to ensure the cleaning of Ogoni land. Of course, from the Ogoni land, there have been so many issues, so many complaints, but we don't want to go on that pedestal. We are limiting or confining ourselves to the documents he has sent. At this point, we thank you all, members of the press, distinguished colleagues. I hope I have spoken